$150 for a cut and a condition?
Yeah, so we
No, I'm not paying that. That's insane.
Okay.
$105 for a condition and a cut.
Yeah, so
No.
that's okay.
No.
Well, like if you're not gonna pay, like I'm gonna have to call the cops then.
You're gonna call the cops because you want to charge me $105 for a cut and a condition.
Yeah, so that's fine. Like if you don't want to pay it today, that's totally fine. But I'm gonna have to call the cops.
You're gonna do what you gotta do. Have fun.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well. As you can see by the title of this video, hairstylists, I'm going to need y'all to come to the front of the class because we have some angry folks out here on the TikTok streets. Let's take a look.
We are braiders. We ask y'all to come wash and blow dry for multiple reasons. The first one is,
so why does it cost so much? I'm washing my own shit. I'm blow drying my own hair. I'm purchasing my own hair so that we could get the braids going. I show up to your place, so I gotta drive there myself. You're about 15 to 20 minutes late, and I'm still about to cop out $450 for some knotless braids. After paying a $50 deposit to save my spot that you're late to, and that I cannot get refunded if I miss. So yeah, I suppose you're right. I wouldn't call a lot of you guys lazy. I would call a lot of you guys doing this nonsense scammers, because it's a scam.
So I just came across a video where a young lady was saying how this hairdresser is charging her $460 for a sew-in, and she's like, should I send the deposit or not? Because like, is $460 valid for a sew-in? And I'm gonna link the video so that y'all can go ahead and watch the video for yourself and make your own determination based on everything that she is getting. But I'm gonna say fuck no. Fuck no. These hairstylists, these nail techs, these fucking wig installationers are out of fucking hand. And this is exactly why I have started doing all my own services. I stopped going to the fucking nail salon because they are trying to whack you over the fucking head. I seen a video a long time ago where someone said these hairstylists, these new age hairstylists are trying to pay for a certain type of lifestyle. These hairstylists, they feel like they should be living like millionaires. They want a fucking G-Wagon. They want to live in a fucking high-rise apartment, all for fucking slapping a wig on my head. And that's crazy to me. I pay for my own fucking nails. I mean, I do my own nails. I do my own hair. I do everything myself. Because it's getting out of pocket. The only service I do not do for myself is wax my fucking coochie. And if my waxer get out of pocket, I'll teach myself to do that too. Don't piss me off. But $460, mind you, for a 4-bundle sew-in. For a 4-bundle sew-in, so there's leave out. There's no fucking lace. She's bringing 3 of the bundles herself. So the $460 isn't even including the hair. It's only including 1 bundle of $613. She's charging her $200 alone for 1 bundle. For 1 bundle. For 1 bundle. For that, you could buy a wig. For 1 bundle. And then she's charging her to tone it. She's charging her to curl it. Like, bitch, could you throw in anything for free? And then the crazy part is, after $460, she's going to expect a tip. She's going to expect a tip after that young lady paying $460 fucking dollars. In today's economy. And I know a lot of these hairstyles will be like, oh, well, if you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. Bitch, a lot of motherfuckers not going to be able to afford it. Then we see videos of hairstylists and fucking nail techs and da-da-da-da-da going back to regular 9-to-5s. Listen, I am all for charging what you feel like you are worth. But we have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. People are losing their jobs left and right. And I know a lot of people are like, well, if you don't have it, then blah. Fair. If you don't have it, you don't have it. But also think about your clientele. Like the girl in the video, she's in the military. Despite what you think, we're not rich. We're not rich. Your clientele is regular, everyday fucking people. And if you want people to keep coming back to you on the regular and not just when they have a special occasion, you want people that's going to come back and come back and come back. Matter of fact, my little sister got a wash, blowout, and a trim the other day. And when she told me the price, I was flabbergasted. Not because it was expensive, because it was affordable. And they did a good job. She went and got a wash, a blowout, and her ends cut for $60. And I could not believe that. I was like, in Atlanta? In Georgia? Girl, where? Where? Because the next time I go, even if I don't need it, I'm gonna go just cause. I have not gone to a salon or anything like that in a very long time because the prices are astronomical. Like, all of y'all think y'all are celebrity stylists. Y'all are styling the fucking mailman, the lady that work at Walmart. Like, these are regular people. Like, let's be fucking... Are y'all okay? Like, the last time I went to get my toes done, she was a nail tech and she did it like inside of her house or whatever. And granted, she did a beautiful job, but $150 for a pedicure? $150 for a pedicure. I did get acrylic on my big toe. So a pedicure, 2 acrylic toes, $150. And I only got white. It was only white toes, no design. Only white toes, no design, $150. Y'all have to be stopped. Y'all have to be stopped. And some of y'all are paying hundreds of dollars to get a wig glued on your head. Some of these, what do you call a person that only glues wigs on? They're not braiding it down. They're literally just slapping the wig on your head and maybe styling it. And some of y'all are paying $400 for someone to glue a wig that you already bought on your head. And despite what some of y'all might show the world, y'all can't afford it. I don't care what you say. I don't care. And y'all gonna say, oh, you pocket watching, that's none of your... Some of y'all cannot afford it. Not even on your birthday. So... there's 1,000,001 videos of how to, and plus if you gluing a wig down, that's just not lasting more than a week, bro. It's not lasting more than a week looking good. It might last more than a week like being on your head, but it don't look good after a week. I'm being honest. Okay, so let's reel it in.
On a serious note though, guys, why are all hairstyles costing the same price now? Like, why do I have to pay $125 for a silk press? Not a treatment, not color. Why are the girls out here charging $185 and $200 for a ponytail? $125 for you to wash, blow dry, and flat iron my hair? $200 for a ponytail? Ponytails don't even last. Ponytails aren't even long-term styles. You want me to pay that for a ponytail? That's a sew-in price. That's a wig install. You want me to pay that for a ponytail? That's gonna last me all of 3 days? Maybe a week before it starts to look crunchy and crusty? And I get it, right? It's inflation. Everything is expensive. Nothing is the same price. But let's be for real. Because see, the prices is going up, but the customer service is not getting better. Somebody help me out. I'm trying to figure out. Are y'all okay?
And honestly, that's what I don't get either. You mean to tell me you are making up your own prices every single day for everything and still expecting me to tip you?
And we are done. Do you like it?
Oh yeah, this is cute.
Yeah.
This is mad cute. Yeah, how much do I owe you?
Okay, so the install total was $450 plus an extra $75 for the braid down. I know it's not on my website, but I do charge for braid downs. It was $100, but you know, I took off $35 because you only have a teaspoon of hair. So yeah, it's another $75 for the braid down, $450 for the install, plus the curls.
Curls.
Yeah, you asked for curls at the beginning of the appointment when you walked in. You said, "Could I do curls?" But you ended up changing your mind, like down the line, so you didn't want curls. But just for you bringing the thought up, I still charge you for that. So I charge you an extra $80 for that. And then your appointment time was 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. But since I ended up finishing around 9:20, I missed 2 other appointments, so that would be an extra $110 because I missed those appointments and we ended up finishing real late, so I couldn't do those 2 appointments. So it'll be an extra $110 for that. So your total will come up to $715.
Oh, you can keep this then. You could keep all that. I'm good. I'm fine. Thank you.
I need a hairstylist that's 40 and up. One that's been in the game. One that was at the Bronner Brothers shows in the early 2000s. I need a hairstylist that still use the Marcel curling irons, the clampers when you throw right in the stove, right? The people who still use a hot comb. I don't need nobody with all them cords and all that playing around. Just somebody with a little pump it up spray and some design essentials. I don't have time to play with you new stylists. I need an old head who still trying to put her last kid through college, okay? I need an old head who don't got time. I want somebody with an actual book, but no book, if you get what I'm saying. They just know their clients by the back of their hand, okay? I don't have time for you deposit hoochies. Keep that to yourself. Go get somebody else with that. Oh, I need a deposit for this, a deposit for that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And the old heads, they prices never change. I know a lady round the way, Miss Karen. She still do a little wash and go. $35, $40. Okay? I don't got time to play with you young people. Y'all gonna make somebody hit your head between the sink bowl and the dryer. Okay? I need my stylist to be 40 and up. And I need my braiders to be African. I don't even care if they don't be bobbing with us like that. They get the job done. Come on. Yeah, give me your baby. I'll let your baby sit on the lap. We can eat some jollof rice. Let's go. I don't got time playing with you young people behind the chair.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
I just want to know what bum-ass hairstylist came up with the idea of dropping the wig off 1 to 3 days in advance before my hair appointment. Like, where is the consideration for the customer? So you want me to drop off my wig, waste gas, go back home, waste some more gas. Then the time of my appointment, you want me to come get my hair done, which is wasting more gas, and then going back home, which is wasting more gas. Like, that just don't make sense to me. Like, it really blows my mind. And then if I don't bring the wig, you're charging me extra. When literally all you're doing is bleaching and plucking. While the wig is bleaching, you could be braiding down my hair, washing my hair, putting the wig cap on, and literally plucking takes no time. All you're doing is pulling little hairs out of the wig. So that just don't make sense to me. Like, that is just beyond me. And if anyone requires me to drop off a fucking wig, I promise you I will not book with them. I don't give a fuck.
And as a hairstylist, I just need to say, stylist, it's very tacky. This whole like squeeze in appointment nonsense, squeeze in fees. I'm sorry, like if you're a service provider and you're deciding to come in on an extra day because of the holiday season, or you're just trying to do something like to work a client in and you have the availability and they understand that you're doing them a favor, why charge them extra? Like, you're in the business of being a service provider, right? So like that whole squeeze in fee or that, you know, convenience fee or like last minute appointment request fee add-on services that stylists have been doing, it's ruining our industry and it really is kind of tacky. So my advice to stylists is just don't do it. If you're going to come in and do something good and like provide the service to your client because they're a regular or to a new client, then just go ahead and do it. But don't charge them extra because you just are making the time. Because let's be real, it's mutually beneficial. They're paying you for a service and they're getting their hair done. And clearly you have the time. You may be exhausted because you'd be maybe working 7 days or 6 days during a select period, but it's temporary. So just stop with the fees. Respectfully. Love, your favorite hairstylist.
If someone doesn't show up to their appointment, that's when you keep the deposit. You don't charge their card the full amount.
When I first started doing hair, I definitely believed that if you do a no call, no show, I'm charging that card 100%. It didn't take long for me to come to my senses. And now I feel like if you charge somebody's card 100% for doing a no call, no show, you are a thief. There's nothing else to be said, but I'm going to say more. In the very beginning of my career, I've only ever had to do this to somebody one time. She disputed it. As she should, because I would have did the same thing. And I want more people to understand this. Just because you put it in that policy does not make it legal. If you get sued, you cannot pull up your policy and say, well, it was in my policy and she agreed to it before she booked. If it's illegal, it's illegal. Girl, you are going to jail. Every state is different. Always make sure you check your state and not the next person's website to get your policy and copy and paste it. Because y'all are doing illegal things and don't even know it. I'm always just speaking from experience. You got to go through things to learn and do better. And that's what I'm doing. Reflecting and letting y'all know y'all are going to be in jail if you keep up the things that y'all are doing and trying to write it off. Well, that's just my policy. Well, we also have the law. You pick which one you want to abide by.
When you guys want to put a price tag on you guys' services, please think to yourself, what are my clients paying for? I just have a question for these beauty service providers. I'm one myself, but I really want to know, what exactly are we paying for? You guys are charging $600 plus for a service. What are we paying for? The work is not quality. The space that you're operating in is not up to par. You're not using professional products. The only thing that you have to offer is an Instagram post or content. And I'm really frustrated because being a service provider looking for people to service me has been the most difficult experience I've been through. Like, and it's so irritating. When you come to me as a hairstylist, you're paying for my experience. You're paying for my products. You're paying for my receptionist to answer the phone, to answer all your phone calls. You're paying for my expertise. I've been doing hair for over 13 years. Professionally, never had a job. 90% of the products that I use come from Cosmo Pro. You have to have a license to go in there. I'm not shampooing you with Tresemme and L'Oreal and any of those things. Although those things are great, I have access to professional products, and that's what you pay me for. It makes no sense to me that I am paying over $600 for a hairstyle and I'm not satisfied with it. And then when you voice a complaint, they don't want to fix it. It doesn't make any sense to me. When you walk in my salon, the environment is clean. It smells good. My mirror is clean. Like, when I walk into other beauty providers' suites, your chair is broken. It's trash piled up in the corner. The floor is dirty. The mirror is filthy. Like, I'm really just confused, and I'm talking out of frustration because it's a slap in the face to beauty professionals like myself. And realistically, we can't blame anybody because all we have to judge off is content. We choose you guys off of content. We come and get a horrible experience. Now when you stumble up on a great hairstylist, a professional stylist, y'all come and put that trauma on us. It's completely unfair. And it's a disgrace that I have to pay $600 plus, and nobody cares about the money. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have spent it. But when you do spend your money, we want our money's worth. People work hard for their money. If somebody has a complaint, I'm always gonna ask them to come back in and let's see what options I can provide. And if I can't provide any, then that's just what it is. But I at least put the effort in to try. When you guys put a price tag on y'all services, think to yourself, what are we paying for?
$3,900 for a hair appointment? Is the hair made out of solid gold? Is the hair gonna do my taxes? Is the hair gonna walk my dog, water my plants, clean my house? I better never ever have to do my hair again when I wake up in the morning. My hair better be done every morning. My hair better do itself. My hair better wash itself, comb itself, shampoo itself, condition itself. It better do everything itself. My hair better have a mind of its own if I'm paying $3,900 for a hair appointment. You getting your hair done from the first hairstylist ever? I know Beyonce don't even pay that much for her hair. You spent a mortgage on your hair? You got robbed. Like, you actually got scammed. $3,900? Yeah, no, you hairstylists are getting way too comfortable. $800 for an after hours fee? Y'all just be adding fees like it's nothing. Y'all be adding a fee for anything. At this point, y'all gonna start adding a fee to use the bathroom. Yeah, no, that's not real. That's not real. No, sis, like, you have to be trolling. Like, you have to be trolling. There's no way that she paid $3,900 for a hair appointment. I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna believe it.
I'm sure recently we've all kind of heard a little bit about the think pieces from hairstylists and the conversation about, you know, why they charge what they charge and their prices and all that good stuff. And I just want to put my 2 cents in on this conversation. And before we fully get into it, I just want to say I am not a girl that is cheap, baby. I spend a bag, I'll drop a bag when it comes to me looking good and feeling good. So I'm not a person who is cheap trying to have a luxury conversation. I'm very much welcomed here. Okay, first of all, I just want to say most hairstylists are full of shit and they can't be honest about what they're actually doing, which is charging luxury prices for a non-necessity service. Instead of just admitting that they set the numbers as what they said it because it's a luxury service, they go and try to validate why their prices is what it is and try to make it seem like getting your hair done is a necessity when it indeed is not. And I feel like we as consumers, we as people who get our hair done, we as a whole could respect hairstylists much more if they just kept it real about the fact that they do overcharge, but because it's a luxury service, they have every right to. That I can respect. I'm a fashion designer. I work in the luxury space. I create couture and custom pieces. So when it comes to me creating designs, I'm not gonna charge you $50 for no shirt. You don't have to come and get a custom piece made by me to your measurements. So it's understandable why a person will charge whatever they want to charge for something that is not a necessity. But this is what they are doing. This is what y'all are doing if you're a hairstylist watching this. Y'all are sitting here getting on the internet trying to say that $200 for a quick weave makes sense. And this is just an example. Y'all will bring up economics. The shit won't make sense. Y'all will bring up overhead. The shit still won't make sense. Then y'all bring up other things, but then the other things still don't even make sense because in other areas it doesn't make sense. Y'all will either be unlicensed, y'all will work in y'all homes, or you use product that is not high quality product, and or you are charging $200 for a service that only takes you 2 to 3 hours to do, which means you're making over $50 an hour, even after the cost of overhead. We're not talking rent. We're just talking about general overhead, whatever product you use, your curlers, whatever the case may be. Now, me personally, I don't have a problem with the prices. The prices ain't the problem for me, right? I have no problem with the money part. I have a problem with the fact that y'all are charging what y'all are charging and y'all service is not meeting that. And I have a problem with y'all playing in my face. If a quick weave today costs $200, how was a quick weave just $90 3 years ago? Inflation has not been that bad. Y'all are using the same products. Some of y'all are in the same studios or at home. And you're using the same method that you were using 3, 4, 5 years ago. Like, you haven't even updated your skill. So how did we go from like $90 to $120 for quick weaves to now $180 being the lowest that I've pretty much seen in most big cities for people who work in a studio setting? To add, how is it that quick weaves, sew-ins, glue-ons for wigs, and basic ponytails all cost about the same price? Make it make sense. That's how I know that y'all just be throwing numbers on this shit, bro. Because y'all don't even base it off of how long it takes for y'all to do the job. Y'all don't base it off of intricacy, meaning like how intermediate is it for you to do such service. And y'all for sure are not basing it off of how good you actually are, because you have hoes that just started charging the same price as people that have been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years. So all in all, let's just call a spade, bro. Y'all are playing in people's face, but y'all gonna keep doing it because people keep paying for it. That I can respect. I can respect a person just being real about what's really going on. But there is no way in these major cities, because these are the only cities I'm talking about. I know you can go to somewhere down in deep Tennessee and get a cheap ponytail, get a cheap quick weave, whatever the case may be. Duh, we know that. In big cities, everything is higher. The cost of everything is higher. But I'm talking about hairstyles and the fact that everything across the board is around the same price, even though the amount of time that it takes across the board is different and the intricacy across the board is different. Here in Atlanta, for example, where I am, a ponytail is like $160, but then you go and get a quick weave, it's $180, and then you go and get a sew-in, it's $180, $200, $220. And for most of the people now doing hair, they don't even want to include a wash and press. So this is when we get into the economics of it all. Why is it that just 3, 4, 5 years ago, we could go spend $90, $100, $110, $120 to $150 on the higher end for all of these services, and then it included wash and press? But now, 3 to 5 years later, we're getting these same hairstyles. They're $50+ higher, and on top of that, we're getting less for what we're paying for. So how do y'all think y'all are logically making sense from any perspective? Y'all aren't. I'm all for paying $200 for something if it's going to include my wash and press. Like, I'm at a point where I'll pay whatever just because it includes a wash and press. I don't want to have to deal with washing and blow drying my hair at home. I don't want to deal with washing and pressing my hair at home. I shouldn't have to do that. That's what I go to you for. You're the hairstylist. If I wanted to do my own hair, I would have did my own hair. Why would I halfway do my own hair? By the time I halfway do it, I might as well just finish it. So these are the things that people are pointing out, and these hairstylists are in the comments and, you know, in these conversations just calling people broke, like talking about, oh, y'all are broke, y'all just don't got the money, this, that, and the third. It's not about not having the money, bro. It's about the fact that y'all are playing in people's face. And really, if we really want to get into it, a lot of y'all really need to be humbled, because if people really wanted to, we as a whole can all stop coming to y'all motherfuckers, and y'all gonna be broke. Y'all ain't gonna have no money. You not gonna be able to afford your AMG no more. You not gonna be able to keep up the lifestyle that y'all are trying to upkeep. Because come on now, let's be real. We all know that that's what y'all are doing. I haven't seen a hairstylist recently that kept shit player. And that's okay, bro. Again, y'all are offering a luxury service, so y'all have every right to charge what you want to try to charge, bro. You have every right to drive the nice cars. You have every right to be fly dripped out every day. That's the whole point of having your own business, right? So that you can set your own prices and do what you want to do. But to sit on this here internet and try to act like y'all are not overcharging for y'all services is just diabolical to me. There is just no way in hell. I used to spend $120 on a quick weave, bro, 3 years ago. And sometimes it even included the hair. The hair was not the best. I can be real about that. But at least it included the wash and blow dry. Now I'm spending $200 on a quick weave. Literally $80+ more than what I was just spending. And I don't even get a wash and blow dry. Then if I want curls, I got to pay an extra $30? Y'all don't want to do your job. That's really what it is. Y'all want us to do the work for you, but still pay you for the work that you aren't doing. There is no way in hell the new normal is coming wash and blow dry and paying an extra $30, $40, $50 for curls. These old school hairstylists would never. Now, let's be real. Some of these old school hairstylists, they were underpaying themselves. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like some of them weren't undercharging for their work, because some of them were. But when we speak from a general perspective, bro, y'all are playing in people's face, and then y'all are getting on here trying to act like y'all not, and I don't like that. And to be honest, we can even get deeper and just point out the fact that most of y'all are paying yourselves $45+ an hour, which is great money. Surgeons and stuff aren't even making that in a lot of places. So to be making that much and paying yourself that much an hour, why in the hell can you not just offer a wash and a blow dry? Why can't you have some snacks on standby? Why can't you make sure you have some water at minimum? I just think it's real tacky. Like, I just think it's real tacky that y'all out here doing y'all own people like that. Like, people who is literally funding y'all's life and lifestyle, y'all are coming on the internet trying to shit on them and calling them broke because they and we are now pointing out the fact that y'all are playing in our face because stuff no longer includes what it once included, but we're paying more for the same service. Y'all are playing in our face, bruh. Just admit it. Keep it a bean. Like, I just want one hairstylist to come on here and just be like, you know what, MJ? You right. We are overcharging. But guess what? It's a luxury service, so either get it or don't. Like, that right there, that's so player, bro. Because you don't have to get your hair done. You don't have to get a quick weave. Like, see, I'm a girl. I got hair, baby. I have no problem wearing my own natural hair. See, a lot of other females, they aren't even comfortable wearing their own natural hair. And that's why y'all gonna keep getting business. Because motherfuckers be insecure. So that's why people gonna keep complaining about the same thing, but they gonna keep coming to y'all. But see, me, I don't gotta do that. But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in on this conversation because y'all really playing in people's face and it's just not cool. Like, it's just not cool. Like, keep it player. But shout out to the hairstylists that run their business on morals. Y'all actually know how to provide a quality service. You guys actually know how to be business owners. You guys actually know how to price your services based on intricacy and how long it takes you to do things, etc., etc. Shout out to y'all. Because these new day These new day hairstylists, they're just throwing a price on anything. The cost of a ponytail is the same cost as a sew-in. The cost of a glue-in is the same cost as a quick weave. Like, they just don't know what they're doing. And they're in denial about it.